All right, let's take a look at this one where we have to divide a polynomial by a binomial. And we're going to do this a very sort of basic's not the right word, but sort of like you did when you divided back in elementary school and you were doing like long division, like if you had to divide 275 by uh 13. I'm just picking something here. Okay, so you would start by saying, okay, well, 13 times what is going to get me really close to 27. It might, if it doesn't go exactly. And so you would say, that'll go 2 times. 13 times 2 is 26. And you would draw a line and subtract, right? 27 minus 6 is 1, and then you'd keep going. Okay, so we're going to do that process here. So this is just our little example of like relating it to when you were younger and you were just doing basic long division, but learning that. Okay, so we're going to be dividing this whole trinomial by this whole binomial. So you'll still start this sort of the same way. You're thinking, okay, well, how many times can I multiply x to get x squared? Right? You're just kind of looking at the first parts. And so x times x is x squared. And so I'm going to put it here, just like I kind of put this 2 sort of over the 7 it's supposed to be. I'm putting it over the second part because I'm going to have two things, right, to put under here. So just trying to keep it lined up. All right, let's multiply it. Negative 6 times x, that's negative 6x. X times x, that's x squared, which is why I did this, right? I wanted that first part to match up as best as I could. So I'm going to draw a line and subtract, but this time I'm subtracting the whole thing. So that just means draw a line and change the signs. So the x squared becomes negative and the negative 6x becomes positive. Draw a line, change the signs. If you miss that, you're going to miss the problem. So don't miss it. Okay, so now I'm going to subtract like I did before, which means combining like terms. So 6x minus 4x, that's 2x, and that's positive. X squared minus x squared is 0. So that's just gone away. Nice. Okay, so let's go back to the other one. Once we subtracted, then we bring down a 5. And then we do the same thing again. We say, okay, how many times can I multiply 13 to get close to 15, if not exactly? Well, 13 times 1 is 13. And so then I draw a line, change the sign, subtract, and we'll talk about that. Okay, so I have subtracted. I need to bring down the negative 12. And now I'm thinking, okay, let me change gears here. How many times do I multiply x to get 2x? Well, x times 2 is 2x. So I'm going to put a plus 2 up here. So now let's multiply again. 2 times negative 6, that's negative 12. 2 times x is 2x. Draw a line, change the signs. 2x minus 2x is 0. Negative 12 plus 12 is 0. So I have a remainder 0, which is kind of nice. That means that this is my answer. X plus 12 is the answer I get when I divide these two. Over here, I had a remainder 2. So I would say that the answer was 21 and 2 over 13, or 21 remainder 2 is probably how you wrote it when you were in 4th grade or whatever, whenever you learned that. So, all right. Okay. So we'll do more with this, but this will kind of get you started. See you next time.